need more.
Oh, you did a wonderful job.
I need this one too.
Yeah, we're going to unroll that one in a minute if you can wait, okay?
I want that one.
No, I got to cut the ends to make them pretty.
I want that one.
No?
I need more, right? See? I just had that one.
See, now I don't have... Okay, turn around. Alright, not sure what happened. We went out, and now we're back in. No, I need this one, please.
Why? You mean cut for me?
So, sorry about that. So today we are making a wreath. This should be really, really interesting with Khaleesi helping me out. But it's a Nana day. And that's just what we got to put up with. So, for this project, and those of you who are familiar with our shows and our videos, you know that we mostly just screw around. But today we are going to make something from start to finish. Thank you to everyone who has watched my reading pillow videos. I enjoy the emails. I've gotten a lot, especially close to the holidays. So if I haven't answered your email yet, don't worry. I'm gonna. So for today's project, we're making a wreath. I'm just waiting a few minutes to allow time for anyone else to join. Hello. So for today's project, we will need scissors. And we will also need 2 rolls of 10-inch mesh. Today I'm using green and I am using red. It is 10 inches by 30 feet. And after I only have a couple more to cut. I did cut some before we start, so it wouldn't take so long. But this is how much I have left in my green roll, and I've cut almost all that I needed. Hi, Rose. It's nice to see you. No snacks today, I'm sorry to say. So tonight's project is a wreath, and we will try to come with more DIYs, but tonight it's a wreath. So again, you're going to need 2 rolls of the 10-inch mesh, any color you want. Tonight I'm doing green and red. You'll need 2 rolls, 1 of each color, any 2 colors you want. You're going to need scissors. I recommend you do not use any kind of fabric scissors because cutting through the deco mesh, it really does a number on your scissors. So you want a sharp pair, but it doesn't have to be super sharp, or you can use a rotary cutter. So that's it on this one. Then I'm going to use a working wreath. They call this a working wreath because it already has these ties attached to it. You can buy a wreath form at the dollar store. The only difference is, well, this particular one, as you can see, the second one is up higher. In the Dollar Tree ones, which I don't have one right in front of me, it's just 3 rows and they're a little bit flatter. Doesn't have these, but really, these are just Chanel sticks, pipe cleaners, or whatever you want to call them. So you can make your own. So this is my wreath. And my wreath is a 16-inch wreath form. And I'll also need, I use 4 different kinds of ribbon. So tonight I'm using solid red, candy, this one with the flowers, and gold. So again, I'm using gold, and this is just regular 1.5 inch by 9 feet. I believe I got this one at the in the dollar bin at Michael's, I want to say. This candy one with the wrapped candy for Christmas, again, it is wired. It's also 1.5 inches. This is by 25 feet. I got this at Michael's. And right now, because it's Christmas time, these are all on sale. So instead of the $9.99, it was half off, I think, so it's $5. And we won't use all this. My third one that I'm using, and this is purely optional. You can use one color, you can use 3 colors. As you can tell, my granddaughter was in the kitchen while I was setting up my camera, so she helped me. I'm using plain red. This one is not wired. This is the Mega Value one from Walmart. It's gross grain, so I like to mix these in because it's cheaper. And then my fourth one was, again, it was this ribbon, which I got at the Dollar Tree. It is 9 feet, and it is 2.5 inches wide, and it's wire. So, to prepare for this, our first thing that we're going to do is put our ribbon aside. And we are going to take our mesh, and I'm going to cut 30-inch strips. 30-inch. Now, I only know how many I need because I took my wreath and I want to have green and red. So I'm going to put red on the outside and I'm going to put green in the middle. So all I did was count on my middle ring. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to have 7 sets of 10-inch mesh, of the 10-inch wide mesh. So I'm going to cut it 30 inches. So, in my cutter, I only have a small area, so I just have to spread it out twice and cut it. And again, your fabric scissors, because this really... So, sorry for the noise, my husband has come and the grandchild is playing in the kitchen. Cutting how needed, and if you want to do the opposite colors or another color, then you just have to count how many around. So I want the green in the middle, so I know that there is 7, and I want red on the outside, and I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I want 8 pieces of 30-inch red, which I have pre-cut. So this is what I'm going to have. So, I have all my mesh cut. I'm going to put away my scissors for a moment. And now I'm going to do this. This is super simple. And I have to point my camera down. What happened was I have a tripod and it worked really good and it was pointing down perfectly, but I broke it. I broke it getting ready to come on, and I knew I wanted to come on, so I said, well, I'll just go on anyway. So, sorry. So I'm just going to point this down a little bit. So, I want red on the outside. So I'm going to take my red, super easy. I'm going to lay it out. It's wanting to curl under, but I'm laying it out the other way. Flat. Put my hands on each side. And all I'm going to do is keep my 2 thumbs towards the middle. And I'm just going to squinch it all up. That's all I'm doing. I'm just going to squinch it up and let my fingers do the walking. That's it. I'm just squishing it up, holding it. That's it. That's all I did. And I'm going to hold that middle. I'm going to come over to my wreath. And I'm going to stick it in between the 2 ties. And I'm just going to turn it twice. That's all I did. And it will look like this. It doesn't look like much of anything. It never does in the beginning. Hopefully some more people come in. I know our channel has been quiet for so long, but we're here to change that. So, with the rest of my red ones, because guess who took those too? Khaleesi, I thought you were helping Nana. No?
No.
So, Rose, is that still you in here with me?
Where's Mommy?
She's in there. So again, I'm laying it out. It wants to curl under, but I'm not going to let it because that's the way I want to roll it. I can't believe I broke my tripod. Sue, I broke my tripod. I have it laid down. I put my 2 thumbs in the center, and it doesn't have to be really in the center. And all I'm going to do is roll it up. I'm holding it in the middle, and I'm just rolling it up. There's no miracle way to do it. There's no neat way to do it. And I'm going to take it, hold it in the center, and I'm going to take it over to the wreath. I'm going to open up it, and I'm going to twist it around twice. Once, twice. And we're going to leave these sticking up because we're going to have to put more in there. So, you don't have to worry about fluffing nothing up. Nothing. Okay, so, it's monotonous at this point. We're going to lay it out. It wants to curl under, so I'm going against the curl. Putting my fingers in the middle, and and you don't have to go too fast, you don't have to go too slow, it doesn't have to be perfect, it can be messy. I'm holding it by the middle. Doesn't look like much. And I'm opening up my wreath. And I'm putting it in there. And I'm putting it in. Tighten it twice. That's it. The wreath goes this way. So I put this in facing the same way. I'm not putting it this way. I'm putting it in facing the same way as my wreath. Keep it all continuous. Getting my next one. Hope everyone is doing well. We have been busy. Again, I have my thumbs in the middle and I'm just rolling it up. And now I'm going to open it up. Put the next one in the next set of ties. I'm going to wrap it around twice. Once, twice. Opening up the next one, it wants to roll under. I'm rolling it under. And all I'm doing is rolling it up, holding it in the middle. Doesn't look like much. Coming over to the wreath, opening it up, putting it in, doing it once, twice, and that's it. Going to the next one. As you can see, this is a simple, very, very simple DIY project. They make great gifts. If you have trouble holding them with your hands or doing this part, and you just want to take the time to make all your roll-ups, you can then put a chip clip on this, a hair clip. You can have that. And then put them aside, and then you can go back and put them in your wreath. So all I'm doing is I'm putting this one inside the next.
No. What?
And 1, 2.
No. The telephone.
Yes, go show Mommy your telephone. So again, I cut the 10-inch wide mesh and I cut it by 30 inches. I've cut one for each one of my working out sides, and depending on the size of your wreath will depend on how many you need. I'm laying it out, the rolly side that wants to roll. I have it under.
No. I found wreathing.
Oh, good. And I'm putting my thumbs together. Thank you. And all I'm going to do is squinch it up. It's a Nana day here in my household. See, she's helping me. I'm just going to hold it with my hand. Doesn't look like anything.
The bow?
I'm going to open up. No, we're going to do a bow after. No, actually, we're not doing a bow. I'm going to put it inside the next set of wires. I'm going to turn it once, twice, and I'm going to leave it alone. And now, again, I only had the 9 on the outside, so I have one more to do. Again, I cut 30 inches off of my 10-inch wreaths. I'm using a working wreath. This one I got at Joann Fabrics, and because it was an autumn one, that's why it's the brownish colors. And it was 60% off because it was the autumn leaves. So, Hobby Lobby has some black ones left over from Halloween that cost $1.40. Doesn't really matter the color because you're not going to see your wreath back. Because we're going to make it nice and full. This is a perfect, very simple DIY project if you want to give out gifts and you don't want to spend a lot and you want to craft something. This is the way to go. So it curls up this way. I'm laying it against the curl. I'm just laying it off the side of the table. I'm putting my thumbs in the middle and that's all I'm doing. I'm just squiggling it up, doesn't matter what it looks like, and I'm just holding it in the middle. I'm going to take it over to my wreath. I'm going to open up those last 2. I'm going to stick it in, and I'm going to turn it twice. Once, twice. It's a Nana day here, so that's why it's a little bit noisy. So this is what it's going to look like. A deco mesh wreath never looks correct until it's done. So don't worry about how it looks. And I'm way back here. So now my red is done. So now I want to go to the green. And I've already counted and I know I have 7 of these. So I'm going to go and get my green. As you can see, there's not much to this. This is a pretty metallic. All I'm going to do is put my thumbs in the middle. I mean, you don't have to put your thumbs in the middle. You can just, however you want to wrinkle this up. And all I'm doing is going right up the middle so that the middle goes to my fingers. This doesn't, you can put this side down, this side down, this side down, this side down. I'm going to go to now my middle of my wreath. To the middle. I am going to open one up and put it in. And then I'm going to tighten it twice. Once, twice. I'd like to thank everyone for coming in to watch us this evening. I know it's been a while since we've done a video. We will have a lot more DIYs. Susan and I are going to be better. We got a little bit lost in the shuffle of everything going on with the new grandchild here, and both of Sue's daughter have gotten married. So she had a lot going on. I rolled it up. Hi, Staria. I hope I said that right. I'm just going to hold it in between my fingers. I'm going to open up those 2 next ones, put it in, and twist it twice. Oh, good. So all I'm going to do is I bought 10-inch wide mesh. This is what it looks like. I'm going to cut 30-inch pieces. And I'm going to lay it out against it wants to curl under, like I said before. And all I'm going to do is squinch it up in the middle. This will take you under an hour. So these are perfect gifts. So I just hold it in the middle, going back to my working wreath. They call it a working wreath because the ties are already on it. So you're able to go right to work on it. I mean, there's got to be another way of them putting it, but it's called a working wreath. And to my understanding, okay. But to my understanding, that's it. It's a working wreath because you're going to go right to work on it. I'm sure there's another reason why they call it that, but for this purpose, so craft show season has started out, and I tried an excursion and keep it fully loaded with my booth. during this time of year, so I don't have to bring it up and down, bring it up and down, bring it up and down. And the wreaths are pretty good, so they can take the cold of being in the car. And then as I make them and finish them, I bag them up and pack them up, and then they go downstairs with the rest of them. That's all I do is squish it, hold it in the middle. I'm going to go to my wreath. I'm going to put it in. I'm just going to twist it around twice, because we are going to put other things inside these ties. So we'll be opening them and putting stuff in them. So I have 2 more. And all I'm going to do is roll it, and I'm rolling it upward, so I'm not rolling it the way it wants to curl. I'm going to roll it the other way. Hold it in the middle. These are really good to make while you're watching TV. I usually take the time to cut all the colors that I need, and then I go back and I pull them up one by one. Some people will roll them up, and if you're using, we'll do another video another time. I'll try to get to that tomorrow, and it'll be quieter. And we'll do with the Chanel ties in a regular wreath, so I can show you the difference. That's it. I ran it up my fingers, held it with my thumb. I have a lot of other DIY projects that we want to get to, so hopefully we will give everyone at least, I see 10 or 15 different things to make for the season. So, if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe down below. Or I think it's up in the corner. On my phone, it's up here in the corner. So, I put all my things together. Okay? Now, I'm going to go, and all I'm going to do, mesh will stick to mesh. So by pulling it upward, the red is going to stick with the green. I'm going to push up, fluff it up, pull it up. Don't be afraid of it. You're not going to rip it. You're not going to pull it out of the socket. Just fluff it up. Fluff, fluff, fluff. And it's not done. So sometimes the deco mesh wreaths do not look very good until they're actually done. But all I'm doing is pulling up. I can't believe that I broke my tripod. All I'm doing is pulling up the green, pulling up the red, just kind of fluffing it out. Sue, if you watch this, I just want you to know I broke my tripod. So sorry. I keep breaking them. Sue gives them to me and I break them. I think it's just because they should be made of stainless steel that I can't break it. So, all I did was fluff it up. That's all I'm doing. Fluff, 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 fluff. And this is what it looks like. So it's starting to look like we want it. Table out of the way. So this is it. All I'm doing, I know it's kind of awkward with my tripod broken, but all we're doing is fluffing it up. So I'm fluffing up the green, I'm fluffing up the red. All of my sticks, they're still standing straight up. That's all I'm doing, is standing these up. Now, we're going to put ribbons inside each one of these, into each one of our little ties. So, what we're going to do is we have our 4 different kinds of ribbons that we started with in the beginning. I cut the ribbons. Yeah, don't put that in your mouth. I've cut these ribbons 13 inches. That's all I did. So that's one kind. So I should have had all these open, but I didn't. Again, I believe that I got this gold. I like the wire because you can put them down and then put them the way you want it. The end is always folded under. You can unfold that. You can cut that off. however you want to do it. And again, I'm cutting these 13 inches. I know that I have 15 ties, and I'm going to mix up the colors. So you can just cut up however many you want to do in whatever color combination. I've cut a lot of 13-inch ribbon, and I can tell you, that's 13 inches or just thereabout. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finish off the ends first. And all that entitles is I'm lining them up. I'm going to dovetail the ends so that they're nice and neat. And I've already done that to this one. I can't believe I broke my thing. This video, we're going to have to redo this one. I'm going to fold it in half. I have the fold. That's all I did. I put them nice and even on this side, and I'm going to fold them in half. I'm going to go to the folded side, and I'm going to cut diagonal towards the points.
Yeah, what's the soda? I thought that was
Yes, she has soda on Nana Day. But don't tell the girl whose name we're not allowed to mention. So, again, I lined them up. Doesn't matter if this end is the same length, because we're just going to line them up as we cut them. I'm going to fold it in half. And I'm going to cut from the folded side down to the tip. Cut away from yourself. And I'm going to make that. And then I don't like to cut between too many of them, so that's why I have 2 sets here. Is that good? I need those. I need them for the wreath. Alright, one you can have for now, but don't lose it. And it will look like, you know, Glitter Fairy came into your life, because it makes a mess. That's all I did. I put the 2 ends together. I put the ends together. I'm going to fold it in half. I have the outsides facing up. I'm going to go from the folded side inward down, and it makes it dovetails. And it would have been a lot better, so you could have seen it better. Woo! Sorry. So that's the gold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had 7. That's this color. So that's 2. Then I'm using just a red value pack from Walmart. Cutting them 12 to 13 inches. Again, it's a very, very easy project. If I can do it, it's easy. I bet you the girl whose name we aren't supposed to mention, Michelle, I bet she could even do it. So, and I'm lining up the ends. I promise I will do another video with a real tripod so that everyone can look down at my work center and see what we're doing. But all I'm doing is putting the tips together. I'm going to fold it in half. I'm going to cut from the folded side, and if your scissors aren't that great and it doesn't have enough, I keep losing ribbon, she keeps taking it running. Don't worry. I'm going to cut from the folded end at a diagonal, and when you unfolded it, you have a dovetail. That's what they call it, a dovetail. Because I don't think it looks anything like a dove, so I don't know why it's a dovetail. So, Again, I put all the tips together. Gonna fold it in half. I'm gonna cut down diagonal down to the end. And I'm gonna do that one. I didn't like that one. Voila! That's our third color. Our fourth color I got at Michael's on sale. It was a $10, but it was 50% off. It's a 1.5 inch. I'll just unfold the end. Ooh, I'm blurry. Yeah. This one has candies on it. Again, I'm just gonna cut this. 2, 3, 8. I cut 8. I know that there's 15, so now I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna put the right sides up, because this is, you can see it on the other side, but the other side isn't as nice and bright. That's the good side. Bad side, good side, bad side. So I'm just putting all the good sides up. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's not going to affect anything. It's just the way I do it, and the way I do it doesn't mean it's the right way to do it. It's just the way that I've always done it. If that makes sense. Oh, I'm blurry again. I don't know why I'm blurry. Yeah. So I'm folding it in half. I'm going from the folded side to the pointed side, down, away from you. Always cut away from you. Makes a dovetail. Now, a lot of you will see this on the playback. It's kind of an impromptu video. Tomorrow is Sunday. I will be on tomorrow. Not as late. Let's see. Tomorrow is Sunday. I'll come on tomorrow. We'll do another video. We'll do another wreath. I'll try to hook up the camera better so it's better. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 different types of ribbon. It doesn't matter how you put the 2 ribbons together. I'm going to have the candy. I'm going to put it with the red. Now I know when I put this over, you're going to say, how you're going to see that? It's okay. Now I'm doing this to show you that the red isn't as long as that one. That's okay. I am going to fold this down over my finger, not to fold it, but just to find the middle. And then I'm going to put the red just so it's in the middle. I'm going to unfold it, and I'm going to squish the middle together. So it just looks like this. I mean, there's nothing special. I found the middle. I squished it together. I don't have to hold it hard. And I'm going to take it over to the wreath. And I'm going to open up one of the things, put it in, and I'm going to twist it twice. Yeah, go tell Mom. Can I have my ribbon?
Mom.
Can I have my ribbon?
It's Mommy.
Yeah. So the next one I'm going to grab, I'm going to, and it doesn't, I put this on the green, but it doesn't matter. You don't have to worry about fixing it. We're going to go back and we're going to fix it. It doesn't matter which way you put it in. I'm going to mix the green around the wreath, and I'm going to mix the colors. So this one I just happened to use the candy with the red. So now you want to, good night, baby. This time I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to use this nice gold. I'm going to put the right sides up again. Now see, this one is different. This one is longer than that one. As you know, those of you who know me know that I don't measure. So all I did was find the middle. I'm not folding it. And all I want to do is squish it. Just squish it. Coming over to my ribbon, to my wreath, and I'm going to put it inside another one, and I'm going to twist it twice. And that's all I've done. I took the 2 ribbons, squished it in the middle, and where I squished it, I put it on top of the ties. Can I have that? Thank you. That's all I did. I put it on top of the ties. I'm just going to leave it, because we're going to go back. We're going to do this on the green and the red. Belle, she's crying. Michelle, she's crying. She's calling you. Good night. Good night. Finding the middle, just going to squish it together. That's all I did. I'm not folding it. I only fold it in half and I don't really fold it in half. I just bend it in half so I know where the middle is. Only because, you know, even though these reds are shorter than these, because as you know, I don't measure. Even though these are shorter, I want the same amount of red on each side of the fold. So that's why I do it. I want the same amount of candies on each side. And I think I'm going to put this one down below in the red. You just want to make sure that each one has one. It doesn't matter in what order you do it. I like to do the top and the bottom at the same time, as opposed to doing all the bottom and then doing all the top. So I hope everyone is doing good, getting ready for Turkey Day. This time I'm grabbing this one and the gold. This one I know I got at the gold I got at the Dollar. No, the red one, this one I got at the Dollar Tree. This one I believe I got in, it looks like this. Might have been Walmart. So I'm just folding up, not to fold it up, just folding up to get the middle, and then I'm squishing it. Don't worry about this part wrinkling. Don't worry about nothing wrinkling. Fold it in half. Go to one of our ties. We don't have to untie it because we only tied it twice. And we can twist it twice again for this one. And we're going to cut off the extra of our working wreath so it doesn't matter. So I put the ribbon in there. And then I'm keeping these straight up because I know that I'm going to cut them off after. Nothing hard. If anything, it's monotonous. So I get the candy, and you know what? I think I'm going to switch it up. And I think I'm going to put, and I know I ain't cut enough, but I am going to put a red. Oh no, I've changed it. These make great gifts. Now see, this is why I did this, because this one isn't, if I would have done it red, it's not in half, so I gotta fix that red. Bring it down. Wouldn't happen. I'm not folding it in half, I just want to squish it in the middle. For anyone that's just now joining us, I know it's a terrible way to do the video. I broke my tripod. Maybe tomorrow I'll go get a new tripod and then I won't tell Sue. Okay, nobody tells Sue that I broke my tripod. This time I'm going to take this one. You know what? I'm going to try the red with this one too. Why not? This is because I don't measure anything. These, ideally, should be 12 to 13 inches. And I'll tell you, this is my third wreath that I've done with the Mega. And even though I know it says only 10 feet, but I mean, I still have quite a bit on there, and this is the third wreath that I've done. I love using the 4 different colors because I get to use up all my ribbon stash. So, just going over, I got one in there, one in here, and yes, if you did them all the top versus all the bottom, and then you go back, You won't get mixed up on where you've done one. No. Frazzled like me. Doesn't do anything correctly. All I did was fold it up. Not fold it. I just pulled it up. I want the middle, so I'm just going to squish the middle. So that's it. I'm going to go put it on my wreath. I use the wire ribbon because when you move the wire ribbon, it's going to stay where I put it, which is really good. So I'll do this one, and I'm going to put the gold with the red. Because I'm a rebel. So I'm glad I got a chance to do this video. I knew that if I didn't do it, that I wouldn't get in as many projects as I want to get in for this year. We are starting on new ventures at the beginning of the year. So as soon as Sue is with me, we can let you in on that. Doesn't matter if you put the same ones next to each other. In the grand scheme of things, it will be fine.
No, that's not what happened.
Just tying it. We did a craft fair today. Right in the next town over. Susan actually drove down to do the show with me because she loves me. It was a slow day, but because it's only in the next town over, my niece came over to visit with my great nephew. I love him, he's so cute. He's 8 months old. He's got these piercing blue eyes. Oh, he's so cute, and he's big boy, not big, but a chunky little baby, and he's always so happy. And this is all we're doing. This is it. I mean, you can make a gift, and they'll be like, wow, you made this? Yeah. And also, if you have extra ribbon, use different colored mesh. If you have ends of mesh, like for instance on my red, I have this much left. That's not enough to do a whole nother wreath. But by George, I'm going to add it to something and make a multicolored one, because in springtime and Easter, you want those multicolored wreaths. Or you're just sick of the snow. I had a Christmas wreath on my door for 2 years. I don't care. I loved the sound of sleigh bells. So it was real sleigh bells, and I loved it. Every time the door, I knew somebody was at the door. Because I could hear the sleigh bells. All I'm doing is squish in the middle, because I want to know where the middle is. So the baby's gone to bed. They live right downstairs. We turned our house into an upstairs, downstairs, so they had their own area. This year, my daughter got married. Sue's daughter was married. The baby, my granddaughter, is going to be 3. You know that Sue and I started doing the videos that the baby Khaleesi was born. Put this one.
So when we got a dead tie, we gotta go back to who got there the fastest. Only 1 minute and 10 seconds separates whose truck.
And I have one more, which works out because that's what I have. Mix them up. If you have extra ribbons, use them. Now, if I have 4 different kinds of ribbons, I'm going to use it. Like, right now I used up the end of those, but... So I have enough candy cane to do a whole nother wreath. And then if I have any extra Candyland, I'll use it with other things. Because it's wrapped candy. It doesn't necessarily have to be for Christmas.
All for the guy with the bad back.
Okay, so I had put in the ribbon. So all we're going to do now is I'm going to take the ribbon and I'm going to bend it. I'm just going to spread it out. We're just spreading it out.
It doesn't matter how far.
If you finished the guy on top of that, you would have won.
What?
So I'm just spreading it out, and because it is curved, it's wire ribbon. My husband's coming over here to mess with us. He can't handle it. He just can't handle it. There he is. And that's his friend. They're both just as goofy. John's creepy. He's just creepy. If you check the description box below, I'll put John's phone number. Bye, John. I'm just kidding. I'm not really going to put his phone number down below. So all I'm doing is I'm just turning them over. I'm opening them up, and I'm turning them over, and I'm playing with them. The gold is one side gold, one side plain, so I'm just flipping up the gold. Okay, my husband wants to come over here to show off his new shirt, so here he is.
I'm not going.
You don't want to show off your shirt? No. Okay. And that's all I'm doing, is I'm turning it up. I can't believe I broke my tripod. I'm going to go get a new one tomorrow. And all I did is, I'm just pulling it up. That's it. There's no talent involved in this at all. Remember, if I can do it, anybody can do it. Remember, the cat bed's super, super simple. I know a lot of you had done those because I got the emails, and I think that's great. I'd love to see your finished projects. Down below in the box, I will put, in the description box, I'll put my email. Send me anything, show me some pictures, if there's a wreath you want to do. Tomorrow we'll be doing, I have an order for a New York Yankees wreath. So tomorrow we'll be making that. I will go get a new tripod, and then we'll do that tomorrow. So, because that's my order, might as well do it so everybody can watch. This is all I'm doing, people. I'm just fluffing it up. Y'all can do this. I know you can. If I got the wrong side of the ribbon up, I'm just twisting it. And I'm facing it down. That's it. Your mesh, cut it up. That's it. Simple, simple. I'm just making it so that the ribbon is sticking up. Trust me, I started soon. I had to start somewhere, right? I have scoured YouTube to find everyone in our group the easiest Christmas gifts. So if you want to make something and you're not sure how to do it, send me an email, because between Sue and I, we will do it. Okay, I'm one short for some odd spectacular reason. I think it's the one that the baby took. Mike, the water's running. And to cut the ends, you fold them together and cut along the seam, along the fold, down away from you.
Even the best shoppers like to get a head start. So hurry
Today I'm tired. I can't stay up that late at night anymore. It's not late. It's 10 minutes to 10. It's Saturday night. So tomorrow night I will do the New York Yankees. So I will come on tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because I'm on the East Coast. And we will do the New York Yankees wreath together. I'll be using a working wreath because I bought some. And I'm going to show you how it doesn't matter what color the working wreath is, because nobody will ever see it. So that's all I did, was I pulled up and I separated. That's all I did. I just pulled it up. And with a wired, you can move it and bend it and it'll stay. And that's all I did. That's it. So this is how it looks so far. Look at that. See how easy that was? What'd that take us? 49 minutes. 49 minutes, and I goofed off. This is an under-hour project. This is a perfect gift to give to your neighbor. Perfect. So this is what it looks like so far. And all I did was I pulled out the ribbon and I just spread it out. And I know these are all still here. I'm going to go back through after and cut them. If I can't blend them in, I will cut them. I know that if you're looking on the internet, if you make wreaths, you make wreaths, and that's it. And if you like to watch wreath videos, everyone does them different. They have different names of the different things. Thank you. They have different names of the wreath, the way they fold it. They have starburst and I can't. The starburst is the only one that comes to my mind. But we'll do that. I do want to make. I have a lot of. I'm gonna make an outdoor wreath, one that stands on a stick all by itself, and we'll be doing that. But tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern, I will be doing a New Year Yankees, and I'll have a new tripod. So this is where we're at so far. Simple, right? So I also went to Hobby Lobby, and I don't look at the things the way maybe some other people look at them. And bought this. These are, they go on the top of the gift bag, a present. Very easy to make. Very, very, very easy. These are perfect after the holidays. Go to your local store for clearances and buy up all this stuff. And all I'm going to do is take this. Let's see.
Green's injury became apparent during the 1975 AFC Championship game.
I always get mixed up with the camera. All I do is stick it on the mesh. Now you can go use E6000 glue on this. You can hot glue it. Came right off. Great. This is a total what to do show. So all I did was stick that in there. These were on sale at Hobby Lobby. Instead of $4, they were $2 for a set of 3. I will go back and I will hot glue it. Let me get my hot glue gun.
By 1981, however, Green could no longer hide the weakness in his arm. At least he. It was humbling, yes. He ended up getting banged up and
Yes. Yes, it is. Do you make wreaths? Because if you do, I would love to see some. Add them in the down below in the comments. Aw. Well, try one. Try one so I know that I inspired somebody. In great theme of our Search, Save, and Salvage, I will be using repurposed items. I go to the Goodwill a lot, and I find a lot of... Make one. I find a lot of one-of-a-kind things. Let's see if there's anything near me. My husband cleaned today. Simple things like... I got this at the Goodwill. Paid by the pound. This probably cost me $0.25. I'm going to add them to a wreath. Because I can't stand things. Even Sue is the same way. We hate to see things thrown away. So we try to pick up as much as we can and repurpose them. I never look at things as trash. I know. You don't really think about it. Oh, I'll show you another one.
In regards to Joe's expertise on leadership, we really leaned on that in our scouting sessions. He could tell us things that we didn't know, and he could see leadership.
I'm putting this on my door so it's not in my car. But this sign, this sign was at the Goodwill, in the bins. I added it to this wreath. This wreath was at the Goodwill, but it didn't look anything like this. It was bare bones. It had pieces broken off. So I took a bunch of other wreaths and made this one and this sign. All of this, all from the Goodwill. That's mostly why it's staying with me, because it's been reused. Reuse, recycle. I know. I can't help it. I have to. I hate to throw stuff away. I think that's the hoarder in me.
Former Pittsburgh Steelers defensive lineman Ernie Holmes died late Thursday night in a car accident in Lumberton, Texas.
One of the original members of the Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain defense, Dwight White, has died due to complications from back surgery.
The last person out left it open. My God.
This died at the age of 67.
Greenwood died at UPMC Oakland while recuperating from back surgery.
Dwight, Ernie, Elsie, and I, we established a pretty good bond. Elsie and I came in together, but I stayed in a good time. Oh boy.
Sorry about that. So, all I'm doing, I'm just waiting for my glue gun to heat up, which I think it has. So I hate to tell you to do something and then I not do it, so. So here's the gift tag sticky. I'm going to add some hot glue to it.
This is all when she talks about Paul.
I'm not gluing it, really. So if you do it, I have a tip while I'm gluing this on. If you make a wreath and you have all your glue hair everywhere, take a hairdryer. Just blow the hairdryer over it, because they'll just melt away into your project. It is a big, this is a Ryobi 18 volt rechargeable glue gun. It gets a lot hotter than a regular glue gun though, but I love it. I can take it to the craft shows. I can fix things on the spot. But it does get hot. It will melt plastic. I don't really know, because oddly my sister-in-law played with it just to see if it would, and it did. So all I did was take that sticky. Boy, I'm glad you're here tonight. I would have been kind of lonely. I hope you'll be here tomorrow night for the next wreath at 6 p.m. For the Yankees, I'm actually, I live near well, I don't live near Boston. I live in farm country, but our team is Boston. But one of my husband's friends is a Yankees fan. Go figure.
Sometimes I would say that, you know, you should approach him as a teddy bear, maybe like a brown
So let's look at that. All I did. Now see, this goes on the front of a present, and you wouldn't think about putting that on a wreath, but I did. And that's all I did. It adds a little bit more dimension. Okay, so the granddaughter, she took off with all the Christmas balls. So, what I would do, if she didn't, is I would take the Christmas balls and I would just glue them in spot. It's awful know that she took it, and I can't show you.
Times like this, you stop and think about just how, not only how good we have it, but what kind of a system we live under, what freedoms were allowed, and that was overnight. You know, my great-grandfather was at Pearl Harbor, and a lot of my family has gone and fought in wars, and I really haven't done a damn thing as far as laying myself on the line like that. And so I have a great deal of respect for those that have, and what the flag stands for.
I am not Sue's daughter. Sue is my best friend. We've done a lot of videos together, and she just isn't here tonight. So I said, well, I'll do a video. We are Search, Save, and Salvage. We did a lot of the dumpster videos, the repurpose videos. I do a lot of, yes, we do a lot of rescue projects, how to reuse stuff, how to recycle it. So, there should be Christmas balls on here, but my 2-year-old that was up here earlier took them, and I would glue them on the front. So this is what we've got so far. Look at how nice and full it came out. So, I still have these pieces. Aww, I'm so glad I'm memorable. Yes, she is tied up with her eBay. Thank you, this was our DIY project. My husband works for the cable company, and I stole his wire cutters. And all I'm going to do now is go into the middle, because we've tied our mesh on. We've put on our ribbons, so we don't need any more of those. So all I'm going to do is take my wire cutter. I know I'm blurry again, and I don't know why. There. All I'm going to do is go nice and short, not right up against it. This takes 2 seconds. This is a completely beginner's simple project. And tomorrow night, I'll actually, on my Yankees wreath, I'll be doing a bow. Now, those are the scariest 3-letter word a lot of people have heard. Making a bow. But, easy peasy pumpkin pie. That's all I'm doing is I'm going through and I'm taking off the extra. If you don't want to cut it off, if you don't have wire cutters, regular scissors, they might hurt your scissors if you try to cut the wires off. All you have to do is turn them under. You know, just twist them under on the back side if you want. You don't have to cut them. After I cut them, I'm going to go back through and bend down what I couldn't get. But Susan's eBay, she does excellent. Okay. She's been doing really good with her eBay. The eBay for me, I do a lot, not as much as her. But this time of year, I don't really do much of eBay because I have the craft show season. My mother-in-law is a show promoter, and that's why I do a lot of craft shows, because I like to help her and go with her. And then I have the baby during the week. So I couldn't do we used to do the dumpster videos. To tell you the truth, I just can't stay up that. I can't stay up that late anymore. Oh. So that's all I'm doing is I'm going through and I'm just cutting off the tops of the ones that I can see. I'm just folding them under. That's it. Just if you have those big pieces, you just fold it under. You know what? I'm not even going to put any ornaments on this. So if you haven't seen, we used mesh. We used about not even 3/4 of a roll of each. Of green and the red. We used 4 different types of wire ribbon. 3 types of wire ribbon, 1 gross grain. We used a working wreath. We used the gift tag ribbons on sale. a Hobby Lobby. I think I paid $2 and I got 3 of them.
The relationships Pat began in his hometown.
To go through, you just gotta move everything around. That's it. This is a perfect beginner's project.
You know, stories have been told about how we met on the soccer field at 4 years old, which I have to say I don't remember, but it wasn't.
That's it. Dollar Tree does sell batteries, lights that run on batteries. You could string that up. You can. My granddaughter took my Christmas balls, but you can glue the Christmas balls in. I did go back in and I hot glued the gift things to the wreath. I wish my husband cleanly moved everything. So that's all we did. This is the back of it. Very easy. This doesn't weigh a thing. Not a thing. I expect everyone to make one and put a picture below. Very nice beginner project. Check out your clearances at your Hobby Lobby or not. They have the work wreaths. Working wreaths just mean that it already has the ties on for you. Right now you can get the black ones from Halloween at probably 80 or 90% off. And at Joann's is where I got this working wreath. I believe it was, I think it was 60% off because it was on sale. Tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be back on for a live video. My tripod will be fixed. Nobody tells Sue. I broke the tripod again. And we will do the New York Yankees wreath for my order. It's a perfect time to do it. We are coming back with more DIYs. I could play with these all day. Just keep on going and fixing the ribbon. The wire ribbon stays where you put it. You bend it down, it's going to stay. So that's it, everyone. If you have any questions, comments, would like to see a special kind of wreath, let me know. We do any themes. Down below, I'll have put in my email. If you want to see a particular thing, let us know. If you have an idea for a video, let us know. We'll do it. If we don't know how, we'll figure it out. So that's it. Thank you for joining. Don't forget to give us a big thumbs up. Like us, subscribe to us if you're not already subscribed, so you can get alerts when we do new videos, and I'll see you tomorrow. So, thanks for stopping by. Bye.